Okay, so let's move on with solving equations in one variable. That means we have only one variable, x and x. Okay, so what have we done so far? So if you have 2x plus 4 equals 8, that's just one variable on one side of the equation, left hand side, right hand side. You have just one variable on one side. Okay. Sometimes we have variables on both sides. There's a variable here and a variable there. Okay. So we've learned that. What do? We want to group our variable on one side and other rational numbers or integers on the other side. So what do? We look at this variable here. There is no sign before it. So it's a positive number. So what do? We move it to the left by subtracting. And we don't subtract here. We subtract under the like term. So minus x. So it'd be 2x minus x plus 8 equals -5. And then what we have left is x plus 8 equals -5. And the next thing we do is we collect our other like terms. 8 and -5 are like terms. We move the positive 8 by subtracting. X equals -8. You get that so far? Okay. And then what else did we learn? We have also learned if we have 2x plus 8 is the same as we distribute 2x plus 16. Get that? So now let's combine the two and solve some equations. What if I say solve this, right? Solve 4 plus 2 parentheses x plus 1 equals 12. What does that mean? Okay, so 4, and then I'm going to distribute the 2 through the parentheses. 2 times the x is 2x. 2 times the 1 is 2. After that, on the left side, I want to combine like terms. So 4 and the 12. 4 plus 2. See, this is a positive 4 and a positive 2. So I get positive 6 plus 2x is equal to 12. At this point is what you're used to, right? All right. So you're going to move. We have 12 here and 6. These are integers. So we just subtract 6 from both sides. Okay. And then you have 2x equals 6. And then how do we find our variable? By dividing both sides by the coefficient, and then we say x equals 3. That's our answer. Okay, let's do another one. What if we have 1 minus 4 into parentheses x plus 4 equals x? What do? Again, we have to distribute. Okay, this negative here is part of the 4. So we are going to multiply -4 through the parentheses. So -4 times x is -4x. And -4 times +4 is -16. Remember, we did that. Negative times positive is negative. So now we have 1 minus 4x minus 16 equals x. What do we do next? We combine like terms. This 1 and the -16, these are the like terms. So it's 1 minus 16 minus 4x. 1 minus 16 is -15. So we have -16 minus 4x equals x. How do I rewrite this one here? It's the same as saying that the part here with only one term, I want to put it on the left side. It's x equals -15 minus 4x. Okay, so you see we have a variable on the left and a variable on the right. So what do we need to do? We need to group it. This is -4x, so I add 4x to remove it. I add 4x to both to remove it. When I add 4x to both sides, I will get 5x on this side equals -15 is what's left because this is gone when I add 4x to it. So I have 5x with -15. How do I find my variable? I divide both sides by the coefficient, which is 5. X equals -3. Because remember, negative 15 over positive 5, negative divided by positive is negative. Let's do another one. Okay, what about this one here? 7x plus x equals 4x minus. Okay, so this thing here, you see there is nothing there. It says minus parenthesis x minus 1. When you don't see any number before the parenthesis, just put 1. So first we combine these two like terms, 8x equals 4x, and then we are going to distribute negative 1 through the parentheses. So negative 1 times x is negative x. Negative 1 times negative 1 becomes positive 1. You remember we learned that negative times negative equals positive. So this is what we have. And then combine like terms, 4x minus x equals 3x. So now we have 8x equals 3x plus 1. We want to solve for x. What do? We group our variable on one side. This is positive. There is no sign before it, so it means it's positive. So how do we move positive to the other side? We subtract. When we subtract, we have 5x equals 1, x equals 1 over 5. Let's do the last one right here. Solve 6 parentheses x minus 2 minus 2x minus 1 equals 2. Okay, again, we need to move the parentheses. So we take the 6 times x is 6x. 6 times negative 2 is negative 12. And then, what did I tell you? If you don't see a number before the parentheses, put negative 1. So this means negative 1 through the parentheses. So negative 1 times 2x is negative 2x. Negative 1 times negative 1 be positive 1. So I've removed the parentheses, right? Okay. Now on the left, I need to combine all like terms. I see 6x and negative 2x. When I bring them together, I get 4x. And then negative 12 plus 1, negative 12 plus 1 becomes negative 11. So I have 4x minus 11 equals 2. How do I get to my unknown or my variable? I add 11 to both sides. I have 4x equals 13. X equals 3 over 4 or 3 1/4 or 3.25. Okay, so how do you make the most out of these videos? Is pause, review. After that, what do? Do the question yourself. Go back and check to see if you have the same answer. If you believe you're right and I'm wrong, just send me an email and I'll clarify. Okay? All right. Keep on practicing. What do I tell you? In all things being equal, you shall what? Bloom. Welcome to Bloom Leadership Academy. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.